Cool, cool. All right, welcome to the final race. Welcome to the final race of the regular season for PSCC. Is we have Roxicity, which has been dominating the past couple races, starting on pole, not really surprised. Same with Outery, second in line behind Rox. Has always been putting the pressure and really the only person that's been able to compete with him. Not talking about V Kobe. As we have Echo, who's a great fuel strategist, which it might come down to in this race, knowing Indy. We have Citri, which is in a tight punk battle, tied with Aiden on the cut line. He needs to finish in front of Aiden or get a win this race to make it through. We have Fan, who is just like, it's a fan favorite. Everyone loves the guy. Nothing really much to say about him. Aiden, who's in that points battle, only starting 2 behind Citri, and he needs to pass him to make it. As they start pacing, we have CC, who's not really been performing this season, not even really been showing up. But he's known to be fast and aggressive, so we'll see what he can do. After CC, we have King, who's a great road course racer, but average at ovals at best. We'll have to see how he performs here. Not really in the fight to make the chase. Actually below me in points somehow. We have Slick Bill Byron, nothing much to say about him. We have Munko, who's in the playoffs currently as a wild card with 2 wins. And he's not really threatened to not make it, so. We have Shifty Ender Covers, which I didn't think made the race. Steel Tinted, which is also a fan favorite. Slide Job and Finzi to round off the field. As we're going to go green this time. Does he not have 2 wins? Whatever. As they come to restart zone, we're green and Indianapolis. Oh, he doesn't have a win? Oh, shit, my bad. As Roxicity takes the early lead as they're 2-3 wide behind him in return. A lot of jostling for positions. Aiden up into the wall. And Shifty, and a lot of people are able to capitalize. It's about to lead the 2 wide, 3 behind him. As they're coming to turn 3, Echo on the inside of Rox. Roxicity losing the better line, losing track position. As Outery, his main competition, passes him by. And you're in turn 4. Munko now looking on the outside of Rox. Rox just dropping positions right now. As they make it 3 wide around him. The outside's really moving right now. As Rox can't hold his position. As they come down through turn 1, Citri trying to capitalize on the lead that he's gotten off turn 4. CC, which I said has been fast, following Citri. As they make it 3 wide into turn 2. Outery backs out. Munko gets a shove by. Oh my god, Outery chops nose of Rock. It's just a lot of jostling for position. As CC has already made a massive margin on Citrifari, as they're starting to single file through turn 3. Rock still not able to keep his position. Echo looking on the inside. Rock's trying to make the outside work. He does. Round the outside he goes. Keep that position. As we go back to the midfield, Aiden, which needs to have a good day, needs to finish in front of Munko and Citrifari, not having the day that he needs right now. As he's struggling in the mid-pack, 4 wide, slick into the wall, 2 cars around, that should be a caution. And the caution is out. As this is not what Aiden needed. This is going to make big implications when he makes the chase. As they're 3 wide, Steel Tinted, Fan, and King into turn 3. We know the outside's been able to work, but Fan not able to make that work. Steel Tinted makes that low lane work as Slick sends it down into turn 3, clears him before turn 4. What a move. Slick bumps Tinted out the way. Slick not waiting for anyone, needs that track position, he got it. Coming to the line, he passes Steel Tinted. I don't know what happened to Rocks. But this caution happened very early into the race. I don't think many drivers are going to come down pit road. But as it stands right now, Citry doing what he needs to. And more than what he needs to, really, and is in the lead. I don't know how he passed CC. I didn't really catch that. As it stands now, though, Citry's going to keep his playoff position, and Aiden's going to be out. And my mistake on Munko. Munko needs a good day. He also basically needs a win with what Citry's running right now. Looks to be the man to beat. As it's pit road open this time. Pit road is open. And we're seeing more takers than I thought. Steel Tinted staying out. Lead those laps for his sponsors. Van 2, Covers 2. You know, those people don't really have much time out in the lead, except from Covers. Enduros are staying out. I mean, like, for their sponsors, you know what I'm saying? As I'm expecting, people are just taking tires. Maybe a splash of fuel. As Citry looks like he has a good stop. I am just waffling. I am just yapping. I don't know what to talk about in Pittsburgh. Alright, drag me in there. Ah. What? Who won the last Brickyard? Was it Rocks? Who? I was just asking, bro. I don't really know what to do under cautions. I could talk strategy, but it's too early. I don't even know what fuel's looking like. What do you have to say, Clown? What are your predictions, early predictions for the race? Rocks last to first, Citry and CC up there. I would have to agree with you. I think CC and Citry have showed early speed, and they're probably able to make their way through the pack. And Rocks, I don't know about Rocks. He's been struggling to keep track position. He's just been losing positions on the outside and the inside. Just doesn't have the pace. As the pace lights are out on the pace car, we're going green this time. A lot of takers on the outside. Seen that work on the last restart. Let's see what Van can make out of that. It's Tinted chose inside. Clone and Ender make the first two rows. I'm pretty sure Covers went over the line too, or the trees count too. Just ignore it. Coming to the restart zone and we're green. Back green. This Tinted gets a great push from Ender. Oh, CC took it too narrow. Slick wasn't expecting it up into the wall. There it goes. CC losing all that track position he fought for. The Steel Tint out in the lead. Still has the lead as he goes into the wall. And Aiden We're just talking about him not having the day he needed, but he's back in the top 3. As this restart's way more calm than before, as Covers with worse tires just not able to maintain track position. That's what we're going to see Tinted and Ender have to deal with soon. Is Aiden with those fresher tires making moves on Ender on the inside as they come into turn 1. And they're struggling with those tires right now when he's getting trading on the inside. Even Fane with the same tires is making moves on him. Wait, what's with the V-lag? Can't see shit. Aiden making moves, doing what he needs to make the chase, as he's now on the outside of Steel Tinted. On the inside, actually. Coming into turn 3, Aiden, as it stands right now, making the chase as Rocks, as I said he didn't have enough pace, is flying through the field into the top 5 already from almost last. Is Audrey hot on Roxicity's tail? It's the battle for the lead is heating up again. Rox makes it 2 wide by Ender, trying to make it 3 by Fang. Can't get there. Still trying to stick his nose in there, but Fang cuts that move off. It's not going to work. As they go single file into turn 2. Rox breathing out the neck of Fan, looking for any chance to make the move. This Fan is also on Tinted's bumper. Let's see what's going to happen into turn 3. Fan making the defensive move by Steel Tinted to block Rox off. As Tinted struggling to get the car to rotate. What is Monka doing? Wait, look at Monka. What's Monka doing? What is Monka doing? Wait, what's going on, Monka? Whatever. Maybe it was something to do with Fawn. I didn't catch it. But back to the battle for second. Roxicity already got in the position and already pulling the gap to Andy. As we welcome Trooper. Hello, Trooper.
Hello.
What do you have to say so far? Hello, Ninja. I'm gonna need you to type faster, Clown. Rox fast as predicted. He did predict Rox to go from last to first, and Rox is showing the pace to keep up, if not faster than the leader right now. As Covers, who was struggling with tires early in the restart, it looks like tires have already evened out. And Covers is able to maintain position, if not gain more positions than he did. As Clone says, Rick Ware 1, 2, 3, 4. That NASCAR game practice was really... yeah, PSCC drivers are getting paid, bro. As the race is starting to calm down a little bit, we're seeing the faster drivers get to the front, slower drivers get to the back. And while it's so calm right now, looking at the playoff picture, even if Aiden doesn't win the race, he's going to pass Citry in points. As this is not what Munko or Aiden, this is not what Munko or Citry need to be seeing. Aiden leading laps, looking dominant. As we go farther back into the pack to Steel Tinted. Correction, not Steel Tinted, to Covers and Fan. Covers is just holding off fresher tires, holding everyone up. They can't pass them. As Fan has a horrible corner. Outside run, CC Ender fly by on the outside. Covers just bumping and banging, bumps Ender out the way. Fan sees an opportunity down on the inside, passes him. Echo sees an opportunity, can get him by him. Those older tires starting to affect him. Is Trooper in the game yet? Okay. Okay. As we go back to Citry, who we needed to get there to keep Aiden back behind to make the chase, is not having a great day. Got involved in a wreck and is battling for scraps here in the back for 10th. As he has cleared the pack that he's battling with, as Shifty and Slick go side by side down the front stretch. Trooper, you win yet?
Yeah. I'm in.
Okay, cool. You can take over for now.
Well, Slick Bill Byron just puts it down Citry, I'm pretty sure. The 7 car. And it seems like they're all just single filed except the 66, which is going to enter on the inside of the 6 and the 17. And it's going to put the 17 into the wall. And it's going to stack them up right there. They're all stuck in one pack. And it seems they're all separating out now. It's a single file train throughout the entire pack.
As Clone said, Roush teammates battling for last. I don't know what they're doing, but this is not going to help any of them. Steel Tinted, the fan favorite, in the back struggling with this car.
Well, the 17's pitting.
Oh,
17's going to be
pitting?
17's going to... He's pitting. He's trying to get the edge. He's going really slow into the pit road.
Might be having problems with that car as he might be pouring it into the garage. Let's see what he does here. Let him stop. Don't do that.
He could just be making a really early pit stop. Quite really early, and he's not going to have a really good pit either. He's going to stop pretty slow.
This is going to put him a lap down. This is very bad for his Steel Tinted fans.
Not only did he get into the pits very slowly, he got into his pit box really slowly. So he's going to lose a lot more than just one pit stop.
Since everything's starting to calm down, we can start talking strategy. With these cars, it's known that the undercut is always the way to go. It's just you gain so much time, so much track position that it's hard to counter. We're gonna see when people start to pit. Clone, do you know how long the fuel run is? I didn't do all that.
Well, I can only guess how long they could go.
Maybe Tinted really isn't pitting early, as we saw the announcement that people should say P1 pitting, so maybe people are already running out of fuel. Maybe the fuel mileage is really low. As we're seeing in Rock.
Maybe he's just so far back. He just wants to pit early to get that leg up.
Yeah, maybe he pits early, comes out in the hopes for a caution. That's all he can hope for at this point.
I mean, everyone seems like they're on pretty good fuel mileage. They're still out there with a good amount of fuel. It just seems like it would only be for position if he was racing for anything.
Yeah, because Rock's and the leaders, 50% estimated fuel. They don't look like they're going to be pitting any time.
Yeah, it does seem like the fuel mileage is around 15 laps maybe. I don't know really, but comparing
15.
where we had the last caution.
Yeah.
Right? 20 laps, maybe somewhere around there, yeah.
As we're seeing, as we go to the front of the pack with Roxisty and Aiden, Rox is pulled away from Outer's pressure and is pressuring Aiden as we enter the front stretch. Rox on his bumper looking for a move already. As Rox has just been gaining and gaining a 10th or 2 every lap. As Aiden is just struggling with this car. He doesn't have the long run as Rox does. This Rox just keeps on gaining.
I'm seeing a pack form up in the back nearby Citry and Slide Job. They're up there fighting now. Slide Job was about 2 or 3 positions behind only a few laps ago. Caught up a lot. I'm guessing because his tire pressure is higher. It's starting to form a little pack between covers, the 21 and 7 and the 66. They're all close together.
Let's get the camera back to the front as Rox on the inside of turn 4 of Aiden. Aiden has that outside run, manages to clear him, but Rox is on his bumper entering turn 1. He's going to dive down. No, he's going to back it up and prioritize the run off of turn 2, but slams the wall and Aiden's able to get away as this is bringing Audrey back into the fight. It's going to take Rox another lap or two to catch that gap back. The covers, who didn't pit, and is the closest we can see on fuel run, is on 10% estimated fuel at 20 laps. So yeah, it might be a 20, 25 laps.
It could be 20.
These cars can get on.
I think they should start thinking of pitting soon, very soon, to make this race. Yeah, it should be around a 4-stop if they're gonna take 20 lap, 3-stop, I think 4-stop. One of those.
It's gonna be I think they can make it a 3-stop. We're gonna see how.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a 3-stop. Let's see how well they can
I think it's 3-stop too. Yeah. They might try to stretch it a little farther, maybe to get the little edge at the end. I know undercutting is great and all, but if you have a significant 10-lap tire advantage, you're gonna blast past everyone at the end, at the start of your new tire run.
Let's go back to lead here. Aiden backing Rox up. Audrey able to gain a lot of track position as he tried to get into turn 3 on the low side. He couldn't make it work as Audrey, big run on Rox, decide to push him. Rox goes on the inside of Aiden. Audrey trying to follow him through. Aiden not able to keep up with Rox's long run car as he tries to run it around the outside, squeezing Rox on the inside of turn 1. Rox having none of it, pushes him back up the track as they're 2 wide in return 2 contact with Audrey.
And I think it's going to put him in the wall.
And strong on the, Rox puts Aiden into the wall. Aiden's not going to be happy about that. But for now, Aiden can't do much about it as Audrey's following Roxicity through. And Rox finally has a lead. The last first prediction from Cone was true as Audrey makes a simple pass by Aiden, and Audrey needs to put his focus catching and passing Rox again.
I mean, it was obvious. Roxicity, I believe, was the last Indianapolis winner, so he's going to perform really good again here in Indianapolis.
Yeah, the team has all the tips and tricks to put into the car as we see covers coming out of pit road. As Van and Ender also dive in. These guys didn't pit last caution, they have to pit early. But this might have to drag the competition that was around them back to pit road, like King, Citry, and Slick, which were battling with covers, Ender, and Van.
We might see everyone come in the pit road in the next 5 laps because everyone who pitted on that first caution will come in and pit for new tires and more fuel. But then all the people who did not pit on the first caution will get that tire advantage from how many laps they've done with the new tires, while everyone who stayed out an extra 3 laps will feel the impact of how many seconds they lost after that run.
Yeah, as Rox and Audrey, actually, I think are going to stay out longer, capitalize on the position they have as Rox. Actually, Audrey just goes by Rox. Did not see this coming as Audrey looks like he has the best long run car as he just flies by Rox on the inside.
Ender
coming out of pit road right with Aiden. It looks like he loses about a lap.
If I was Aiden, I would probably want to pit right now. I mean, it's looking pretty bad with someone on the inside, and they might try to overtake you because they got new fresh tires. So I would try to pit right now, so I wouldn't get in conflict with them.
I would agree with that. Aiden really can't keep up with Audrey and Rox on that long run. All Aiden could do is pit early and get that track position ahead of him.
Pit early and try to.
They've already pulled a second on him, and Aiden's not really getting any track.
Yeah, and he's gonna fight under the person's on new fresh tires. I would have pit last lap to prevent this fight from happening. It doesn't seem like it's gonna end up well for him. And Sinfar is also gonna merge right in front of him.
Citry merging right behind Aiden. Citry has to finish ahead of Aiden. Citry's going to battle him aggressively. Aiden needs to pit before Citry gets there.
Citry's just losing infinite amounts of time. Citrifari might catch up if Aiden stays out another 2-3 laps. It's going to be bad for Aiden if he stays out even longer.
Not after.
Of course, he might get a little bit better on the long run, but it won't be able to cover how much time he lost fighting with lap cars that have new tires.
And surprisingly, we're seeing Slick King staying out, even though the people that are battling pit early, they're going to lose a lot of time here. I wonder if the strategy is just to make it easier on fuel in the future so they don't have to save as much. As we're talking about them, King can slide coming down pit road. What do you have to say about that, Clown? Our pit reporter.
Pit reporter, Clone.
King pushing on entry, Clone says, as they were loose entering.
Yeah.
Let's see if they got a speeding penalty from that. Because Indy's known to be the smallest pit road. Can't make any mistakes entering.
Do you think they can make it 25 on a tank?
I think they can make it 25. If they
they would have to save maybe 2-3 laps.
Yeah.
That's a lot of laps you gotta save. Ari's pitting right now.
That's the fuel number.
Ari, Roxicity, both pitting.
Ari and Rox pitting. Obviously gonna take full fuel and 4 tires. I don't think anyone's gonna come out in front of him.
Eden made a major time entry pit road.
Same with
right behind Rox.
Pulled about half a second in front of Rox on that pit entry.
Maybe Rox is a little bit rusty on that pit entry. It doesn't seem like he had a really good one.
It is the most narrow pit road. It's hard to gauge where to brake. As we go back to on-track action with Covers and King. King already came down pit road and Covers leapfrogs King because he pit late, but King has that better tire on the inside of Covers, forced him to Covers into the wall. Covers not happy, tries to turn King, turns himself. As he loses seconds.
Oh, Aiden closes the gap on Roxicity a little bit during pit road exit. He's gonna follow Rox, but then you see Outer with maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds worth of lead right there. All the way out there. These would be the leaders if the pit stops go through, I'm pretty sure. Or if the pit stops already happened.
As let's go through the field, as it looks like everyone cycled out. Aldery, who we know is fast on oval type tracks, we didn't expect him to have this much pace. About a second ahead of Rox. Actually, let's see it cycle around to see the gap. Aldery, though, about a second or 2 seconds ahead of Rox. Is Rox in second? It looked like he had the best car to beat, but Aldery just blitzing away from him. Aiden behind Rox. Known to have the fastest short run car, but just doesn't have it on the long run. As you can take it from PSC to fancy.
It just seems like no one could beat Outer right now. They may be on the same or similar tire pressures right now, but Outer has such a big lead currently. I don't see Roxicity making up this amount of time during the next pit stop phase without doing something drastic.
I'd have to agree with that too. As CC, who's just been running a quiet race till now, has just been cruising in the 4th position, and actually Ender trying to challenge CC's 4th place, but CC just around the outside, able to keep it. As Ender, who had an interest in pit strategy, stayed out last caution, had to pit early, made a ton of ground based on older tires, and struggling to keep up with CC, who's obviously the 4th fastest car right now.
Well, we'll be seeing pit a little early too, as well next stint.
Yeah, Ender's gonna have to pit early, less fuel, less tires, has to pit early to keep in contention. As Citri, who's had to have a good day, better than Aiden, is not having the day he's needed right now, as he's currently stuck in a battle for 6th with Fan. And Fan, who's had a pretty quiet day, was involved in one wreck, which brought out the caution, I believe, has battled his way back up the field, back past Citri.
Oh. CC just hit the wall, lost a lot of time to Ender. Just hit the wall, made a mistake on the exit of 3, entry of 4. He's losing a lot of time, just lost position to him down that straight.
I'm really surprised to see Citri falling farther back. He's known to be well, he's mid-pack, to be honest with you. But he's known to be decent. He's not running anywhere that he needs to. He's put a lot of focus into this race. The team has, the crew chief has, the driver has, and he's just not performing. As even Echo, who's mainly only good with short run speed and fuel management, flies by him. Citri not able to keep up. is we have King, Slide, and Slick. Basically the same thing for them. Got blocked off by our early wreck. Wasn't able to pass it cleanly. As Fan, oh, what's happened to Fan? He's into the wall. Oh.
I think Fan's on older tires. His tire pressure is looking a bit lower than everyone else, and his fuel looking a bit lower than everyone else. It just seems like he's on older tires. He may not be used to this as much, so this may be just a hiccup because he just hit the wall. Maybe just due to tire wear.
As we continue through the field, I think I might have skipped someone, but Munko, bad race, ended up last, pit very early on very old tires, being caught by covers right now. It's not looking like a good day. It's looking like he's not going to make the chase. As we come back to covers, no worries on points. It's basically locked in 32 above the cut line. He's just cruising, trying not to get DNF. He's going to make the next round.
This is just
locked in?
It's just a stroll.
Okay.
This is just a stroll. This is just a throwaway race. Nothing to lose.
Yep.
So he could actually just be last and be okay.
As we go back to Steel Tinted and Findsy, nothing really expected from them as Tinted, who had a great day last Xfinity, if I'm not wrong. I think or was that 2 races ago? I'm not sure, but he had a top 5 finish, was looking to capitalize on it as he came to this race to race, but as he just got passed and he's now in last place.
Well, Findsy took a really Steel Tinted to the inside wall. He spins. He's gonna hit the outside wall as well. He hits 4 walls. He's gonna hit the inside wall again.
That's a caution. And this is not what this is not what Rox or Aiden wanted to see, as they had a big lead. It's now the race back to the line.
What I was about to say was Findsy pitted last of all the pitters, and he was gonna bound the past Steel Tint because of the tire wear. But it seems like Steel Tint has took himself out and caused the caution.
He didn't cause a caution. There was an incident. But we're NASCAR.
There's another incident.
We didn't get the camera on it. But as there's not really a battle, but there's a cluster of cars for 5th. As CC gave 4th place to Ender, couldn't keep up. CC sliding up the track, doesn't have the tires. Echo catching as Ender turned 4. What can Echo do? Look into the inside. CC chops that nose off, not letting that move happen as CC maintains his 5th position.
So this is not good for Outery at all. I mean, it's not good for anyone in the lead pack, but especially Outery, since he has such a big lead over Roxicity with the tires being almost exact same. It just doesn't seem like it's good for Outery at all. Outery might get screwed by this caution.
Yeah, as I think we're going to see all cars come down for a full tank. Maybe some taking a half, but mostly a full tank and 4 tires. But we might see drivers like Munko, Slick Covers, stay out, try to bank on the caution to happen, because Munko really has nothing to lose at this point. It has had a bad day. Looking for anything he can, as I think Munko is going to stay out. That's my prediction.
Now, who's going to do something that's, I think, is impossible, is make it a 1-stop from here. Do a 33-lap stint. I think it's almost impossible. That's not possible.
It's impossible.
I think you would need like the slowdown by entire lap to make that possible.
I think it would have to be cruising on the entire backstretch.
I was going to use the pit strategy again, entering pits on pace.
Munko actually pits, trying to just make up the time. Normally, I guess, as I wasn't really expecting that. Yeah, every single time pit, everyone's going to take full fuel. Everyone's going to take 4 tires. Is what I'm hearing.
A little mistake on Outery. Just saw a little bit of a go back forth on his when he moved into his pit stall. Just a little bit of mistake. It shouldn't cost him a lot. At least not a position in first place.
Oh, BK's in the race? Beat Kobe. The man who's put the fight to Roxicity in these recent races is in the race. How many laps down?
Oh, 34 laps down, is it? Or is it 1 or 2 laps down?
As they're going to put V. Kobe 1 down. As Clone says, Outery wins the race off pit road. And that's a crucial crucial point of this race. Audrey needed to maintain the lead that he got on track, and he did what he needed to.
Made no major mistakes, made a minor mistake, but it wasn't an oh!
Oh!
Well, anyways, Audrey just maintained his position quite nice on pit road, no major mistakes, a minor one that wasn't visible. Yeah, it was all good for him, he maintained his position, still in the lead, but I'm concerned about how much pressure he's going to get from Aiden and Roxicity right behind him, and now a pack that's also behind him. Is this going to make him crumble? I don't think so, but if it does, this would be bad for his win goals right now.
Sorry, I was watching the clip. I wasn't paying attention. It doesn't look like the top three has changed, but Citry right behind Aiden. I don't know how that happened.
Citry might have taken 2 tires? No, he wouldn't have taken 2 tires.
No way.
He must have taken 4. He might have taken no fuel, maybe?
No, I think he took 4 tires and half a can. That's the only thing that makes logical sense. As you see,
was he one of the last pitters?
Are making a big impact.
No, wasn't he one of the first pitters though?
No, I think he was like closer to the back.
If he was closer to the back, this makes sense for him to take half a can, but I think most people take half a can. I think we go through enough laps to distribute 50% of the fuel out of the tank, but Citrifari has still made up that pit gap. It maybe he's just better on pit road, and maybe this is his advantage right now.
As a shoes cone right now, Audi picking the not really obvious, picks the inside, Rox takes the outside.
I'm not sure if Can
following behind Aiden. That's a very surprising move by him.
No one's hit the cone, I believe. It's all clean. I mean, Fan got pretty close to the cone. I thought he hit it myself. I think he got spun out.
Right now.
But it's looking like we're gonna go back green this lap.
As a pace car pulls it down pit road. As we come to the restart line, let's see if Rox can make that move on the outside versus Audrey as they go green.
The inside looks like it's gotten a good start.
It looks relatively even as Audrey looks like he's going to hold that position in the lead as Rox, just like at the start of the race, losing positions on the outside as he's forced too wide by Citry and Echo when he's just not able to maintain his back position.
Citry's to second place. He's going to try to take the lead from the inside lane. A side draft.
Really bad restart from Rox. That's why Aiden and Citry picked the inside. As they're battling for second right now, this has championship.
There's a big wreck behind them. V-Kobe upside down. There's a big wreck behind them. There's a big wreck back there. And Citrifari is going to get to the line before any of the... Before CC and Aiden. And Audrey and Roxy are back there, back in 5th and 6th place, I believe. They fought back so many positions.
How has Citry done that? How is he got in the lead off of Aiden and taken the spot away from the championship? What the fuck?
Not only has he capitalized on that caution from Steelton, he's capitalized on pit road, doing what others couldn't, and passed almost everyone on pit road there. And then he picked the inside lane on that restart. He knew that everyone outside would have a bad jump. He would get a good jump and would go through the inside. And he knew the leaders would fight after the 2 inside people, Aiden and Audrey would fight. So he capitalized on that and went to the inside of them both and took the lead.
Yeah, but talking about that restart, that outside did not get moving. You see the outside work in the race, but on restarts, it just drops off as Rox, one of the faster cars, now stuck behind 3, 4 cars. Even Audrey, who was the dominant car, got pushed out of the line, so these restarts are not for the faint of heart. Just aggressive, no take, no give, just take.
Who's going to go to the pits again?
Citry back in, Aiden. As these drivers think tires are the most important thing, but we see a handful of drivers stay out with CC, Ender, Slide, Tinted, Fan saying out. Those drivers have had a very average day trying to get something better from this day.
Steelton specifically has a really bad day today. So he needs to stay able to get these points. He needs to have a good strategy position, and this could be it. He could try and make this stint work, and if it works out, he has a better chance of making it in. But if this doesn't work out, this could be really bad for his points.
Yeah, but he has nothing to lose, as he's really not even a full-time driver. He just shows up every now and then. He's had a bad string of races.
Suchifari beats out almost everyone pit road. I don't know if VK counts. He might have taken less everything. Who can only fuel or only tires. But Suchifari beats out the rest of the pack, including Aiden, Outery, Roxicity, all those people. All the important contenders for this race win. Most of the part.
Yeah, but disregarding what just happened. After hitting rocks,
disregarding a lot of going on the grass, and then he's gonna straighten.
Roxy and Outery gained a lot of position on pit road, gaining what they lost on track, but they still have people in front of them to try to pass. Let's see how that works out.
Now let's see. Everyone is stacked up behind these people who have not pit. This might be bad for their plans to try to win the race. They need to pass all these cars stuck on new tires, but not new. They need to get past them, and they need to get the pass quick because they are on an alternate strategy.
A couple laps makes all the difference on this track. Maybe 4/10 is the difference, with just 5-lap difference. So these tires are going to come into effect. They're going to make a difference.
Yeah, they need to get past them real quick. They need to get into clean air. They need no caution to the end. This might be an interesting race with no caution to the end, since there's 60 laps, around 60 laps to go. There's 37, is that lap 37? Got 63 laps to go. But this makes it a really interesting strategy call.
As we're coming to the choose cone, no, 3 stops, but now it might be more. As we're coming to the choose cone, steel tinted on the outside. From now?
I think it is. Yeah, 2 stops. It was 20 laps, yeah. Be 2 stop from now. A little bit of saving included.
Actually, Tom could make it a 1 stop, but that
I would still stretch it. It's 30, 33, and 30.
I really
you split it halfway. Yeah, I wouldn't advise it either. I would do the 20-20-20 strat, which currently they're on the first stint of. If they go green for the rest of the way.
After the 3rd caution, pit road car finally back to the pits as we come to the restart zone. We go green. I can't see the leader, so you're gonna have to take it.
I think CC's stuck in the lead. I think he's got a good jump on the inside lane. Seems like the inside lane just seems to be better every single time. I think Ender's taking the lead right now. I think CC got relegated to the middle and outside lanes, somewhere around there. It seems like they're all gonna stack up right here. King's gonna hit the wall. They're gonna stack up, VK included, Steelton included. Steelton loses all the positions he gained by staying out. It's really unfortunate, because he didn't gain anything from it.
What a disaster!
And he also got lost.
Tinted Nation in tears right now. And so we see CC, I think, in the lead. Yeah, CC is in the lead.
CC is in the lead. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's too much VLAG.
The VLAG is crazy. As Outery jackknife with Ender. Doesn't
Aiden
lose
and
much.
Slidejog goes 3 wide.
But what just... Sorry, I've lost account of everything that's just happened because of the VLAG. I can't see anything.
But they went 3 wide for a second for 3rd place. It was wild. Slidejog entering on the grass.
Slidejog knows. Is Slidejog pushing him back in the wall, not taking any of it? As we see 2 wide, 3 rows deep. As Outery, Preston Outery. As we haven't seen Munko up here, Munko battling for second on the inside of slide, makes the move, easy pass. As Munko, what most people know is just the GOAT.
Suchifari just got taken out. Come back into fact, his hit, Steelton. Collect covers, I'm pretty sure. But he takes out Steelton. Suchifari got turned by, I believe it was Aiden, or it was someone else back there. And he just got obliterated, and then Steelton just ran right into him. Caused the caution. We are now, I don't know what caution we're on, 4th, right?
Yeah, 4th. Citry, officials saying that he did that on purpose. They're taking a deeper look. Maybe if he did do that on purpose, that might be a DNQ. That might be him out of the chase.
It seems like Citry is just not having that luck right now. It seems like his blunder was not staying out, because it seems like he's better in clean air or near the front. Especially during that restart, the third or second restart we got. He was just blasting through the pack. Right through what was before the leaders, the dominant 3 of this race, and it seems like he's backed off ever since, and now he's got wrecked, so he's all the way at the back now. There's no point, he would always gonna pit, unless he was gonna stay out another time, as they all go back into the pits.
As we're coming down pit road, was going to have for us. Citry firing at 8 and went from 1st to 2nd to 11th and 15th. I'd have to agree. They had a very bad restart. Couldn't pass cars on older tires. Stuck behind the pack. As Clonos says, steel tinted. At a great stop, I think is what that means.
This may be precedent. Maybe that clean air is king, and open track is better than
as Munko almost beat CC out of pit road. This is just why he's going to have a Hall of Fame career in PSCC. This is why people know him as the GOAT. He's just so good at everything he does. As close as says, Slick is 3rd. I mean, Slick is 4th and Ender's 3rd.
I think it was Slick, maybe? I think he won the ground. No, I don't remember. But either way, Moncadile makes up a lot of positions, right? He's gonna be up there. He's gonna have he's gonna have decently clean air, and it's gonna be actually gonna be a pretty. It's gonna look like it's gonna be a decent restart. The person who stayed out with Steelton, I believe, after that wreck with Citrifari, seems like he's gonna stay out again. I don't know what he's gonna do with the strategy, but it's not gonna look good.
Now let's go through the field with all the CBC media cars. Is Munko running best out of all of them in 3rd. You get a lot of big names on the CBC list, but Munko just proven to be the best out of all of them. As Aiden, who was running in the lead, just not able to pass traffic as well as his competition. Aiden now in 11th, and V. Kobe, who just joined the race, still getting the hang of the setups in 12th, riding through the field.
There's also Slick Bill Byron in about 5th. He's down there at the CBC car with Jeff Wood and CBC.
No, that's not CBC. Oh, that is CBC. How was I meant to see that? As we get from the officials that we're going green this time, choose cone. Let's see where everyone's picking. It's tinted in CC already on the outside. They might be faking it. Let's see what happens here. CC dives to the lane.
CC hits the cone. He hits the cone, I tell you.
What is he doing?
He just threw. Oh, what a throw.
It's CC to the back. A great restart. And all that track position just thrown away.
I would hate to be CC right now. Just made an absolute blunder. And this gives Moncadile, and it seems like Moncadile is going to be in the prime position, because he's right behind Steelton with old tires, right? And they get past, and Steelton and everyone beside him, they're on the outside with new tires as well, but they're all on the outside. So this could be good for Moncadile.
As we go green, Slick on the outside hasn't been able to make it work this entire race. Holding better than most drivers have, as he's found a position onto
the 4 wide right now.
Like I said, 4 wide entering turn 2. They somehow make that work. King going out wide, hitting the wall, losing all that speed. He got Ender on the inside of King. As there's still 2, 3 wide behind him.
Holy.
As Slick's battling for the lead, Munko got the lead off tinted, but Munko trying to make that outside work on Slick.
Oh, Ender just uses up
still on the outside.
Oh,
as they're still side by side Ender 4.
Steelton turns Ender, who came up on him, and this kills Ender's race basically if there's no caution that comes out. It's all over
Indeed.
for Ender there.
Great race from almost last to fourth has been ruined by Steel Tinted. As Tinted, not known to be the cleanest or the best. As we go up to V Kobe, who's only 2 cars ahead of Tinted, struggling to make it through the field as they're 3 wide in front of him. V Kobe looking to the inside, makes a move on 2 of them.
3 wide back there too with Vaughn VK right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on VK, who's known to be fast at everywhere he goes, except from road courses, I think.
But more importantly, Slickbo Byron made the outside work, which is like one of the first times we've seen this. Outside work on a restart. Monkodal didn't prevail for the inside restart with Steel Tint, which is surprising.
Slick just proven to people that outside can work. We're probably going to see more people pick the outside if we have another caution. Is we're seeing unfamiliar faces
around
front. It's V Kobe.
PK around in the pit road area. Seems like he got turned. I didn't get it, but
yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. But Slick running away with the lead. Munko not able to keep up. Slick pulling something he's never been able to do in just a leader race off pure pace. As King catching up to Munko. But as we go hard into the mid pack with covers and slide job, we're seeing a lot of jostling for position as Roxicity trying to make his way through the field, gets hit into the wall by covers and Shifty. He's just not able to make the move. Everyone's just so aggressive.
You can see the real big contrast from the start of this race, where Roxicity, Outery, and Aiden were all up there. Now they're all back in around 5th, 6th, like in 7th or 8th. They're all back there now. They all lost those positions. They went on pit road. They lost positions to the people who
as we go back, as we go back up to the front, King with a lot more space, a lot more of a run, clears Munkodal out of 2. What a pass.
It just seems they're single filing out right now. But there's still some side-by-side passes right now. Covers Criminals just put slide job into the wall, turn 3.
Covers has been doing the entire race, putting people up into the wall. He's going to get it back eventually. People are not going to be happy with what he's doing. It's Shifty trying to make it harder on Rocks. On the outside, trying to make it stick.
I'm hearing from Clone, Outery jumped out of his car. He's in pit road right now. He's just thrown away a good position.
He's too used to jumping over things, man. He just jumped out of his car, bro. That's not what we should be seeing from one of the greatest of the series.
And now VK, I believe, is about to go lap down, or he's already a lap down, maybe. But Slickbo Byron's coming up the approach VK right now. VK got turned a few laps ago, and now he's feeling the consequences of getting turned in a risk position. Now he's gonna go back a lap down if Slickbo Byron catches up.
Looks like King is really struggling. He's not used to clean air. It looks like his car is just plowing tight.
It also seems like he's on old tires, I think. He's on 7s right now. And I believe that Monkodal is on higher tire pressures. I had 9s. Yeah. And it just seems like the higher tire pressure is really starting to work out for Monkodal over King. King's just struggling over here, losing time to Slickbo Byron everywhere. Hitting the walls.
I would say King's gamble is paid off. He was squaring the mid pack, but now he's in 2nd battling for it.
Yeah, it's obviously paid off. But him retaining the 2nd position isn't something I would want to do right now. If I was King and I see Monkodal running 10th faster, I would let him go. Don't fight it. And just run your own race. You're not running the same race that Monkodal is. He's on a different tire pressure. You're expecting a different position. So now you're up there, right? You could run there, all clean air. You don't need to worry about anything. Just don't mess it up.
As let's pull up the playoff standing. Citry currently in front of Aiden. Citry going to make it into this race at this rate. But Munko, 2 cars ahead of him, looking for the lead. He might be able to get a lead and get himself into the playoffs. Let me see. Clone got to help me out here. How many points? There's how many points do you get per position, Clown?
Pretty sure second place is 30, and it's 40 for P1, right?
Second place is 30.
I think it is. I believe so. Or
What
is it 35?
do you mean Citri is? What do you mean Citri's out? Citri would be making it. He's ahead of Aiden, is he not? Are you dumb? Yeah, Munko's out, but he has the pace to look for the lead as he can get his
If he wins, he steals a wildcard spot, right? If he wins, he gets a wildcard spot.
He gets the wildcard spot and probably makes it in, so...
Oh, he steals him around. He slows down Outery, which is already 2 laps down, which is
Tinted
already
Nation
bad for Outery.
Just in the dumps right now, man.
It just seems like it's getting worse for Outery.
It has a drive-through. Or is he out of the race? How does that work?
Well, it seems like Steel's going to be maybe out, as Aiden goes for a pass on Outery, which is 2 laps down currently. He's fighting a 2-lap down Outery, but he's still fighting like he's on the lead lap.
Let's go back to the battle for the lead. King gaining time down to 8/10, gotten away from Munko. His King still has the better tires, still able to pull and gain time. Munko's like waiting for those tires to grip in.
It just seems like Slick Bill Byron just fell off a little bit of a cliff right there. He's losing time to King. King might be faster. This could be just a case of someone has better pace than someone else overall.
Possibly. As finally, Rox has been unleashed from the pack. Let's see what grounds he can make on the field in front of him.
Can he catch up to the top 3 currently? It seems like we always go through these phases of top 3 people. Like top Aiden, Rocky City, and Outery, top 3. And now it's Slick and King and Monko all in the top 3. Seems like those top 3 really separate the pack since every restart.
Yeah, but as most of the pack is spread out, the battle for the lead is getting more intense as King and Munko gaining a lot of time on Slick. As we're seeing V Kobe ahead, that's lap traffic going to make a big impact on this race. As King just much more consistent, just a lot more grit than everyone else in the lead pack right now.
Well, let's see if V Kobe can really get lapped. See, he may have good enough pace to not get lapped during this entire stint. He might be good enough just to keep out of the leader's way. Because the leader's going to be fighting.
Kobe's been stuck in the midfield. Even when things are spread out, he hasn't been able to move through the field, really. So I don't think Kobe has the pace to keep up with these guys in the lead pack. I don't know. We'll see, though.
Well, it seems like Slickville Byron's making a few mistakes. I think he hit the wall off of that last turn or went a little bit wide because he lost a bit of time to King. King's going to catch up to him. They're going to fight very soon. The same equal amount of distance between King and Monkadal and King and Slickville Byron are very close together.
King gained all that time on the entry as Slick slides up wide. King gains a lot of time. This King is now on the bump of Slick. What's he going to do with the turn 3? Stays behind him for now prioritizing the run. As he swings out right, arcs it down low. King with a massive run down the front stretch.
You see King puts it down low and enter the corner while Slickville Byron maintains like a middle lane. And since Slickville Byron put it down, King wants to get out of his dirty air. He wants to maintain it. He wants to get out of the dirty air. He wants to go on top. Or when Slickville Byron opens the bottom lane, he wants to go down there. He wants to not follow the car directly.
His King on his bumper Slick using that arrow block as you just talked about, making King have to back out the gas. It's just King can't find a way through. These Gen 6 cars have fucking steady arrow. Yeah, I'm bringing that here. You fuck off. As they run, as Clone is saying, Munko needs to be second to make it into the chase, as he's currently 11 points out. As King and Slick battling wear their tires out, this is looking in Munko's favor, really. As King still looking for a way by Slick. This King just getting closer and closer through these turns. Slick sends it in, not getting around the corner, having to back out. King on the throttle earlier. In the draft, gaining 2 mile overspeed almost. If Slick is talking, as over the radio, he says, okay, I don't really know. As King dives it down the inside, Slick sling way out wide. As King takes the lead easily, that's not what Munko wanted to see. As King is probably going to be able to just pull away from Slick, as Slick's dealing with the dirtier King was in the past. But someone we haven't talked about in the past 20 laps, Roxicity, gate 2/10. I don't think he's getting fast enough, Trooper. Trooper. Hello? Okay. Oh, I didn't realize. It's King makes a mistake off turn 1, Slick back through. I don't know what happened to King, but King's still right behind Slick, trying to get the pass by again. This is just bringing Munko back into the fight. As you're side by side down into turn 3, King bumps Slick up the track. King gets loose out of the gas, blocking Munko. As we're getting there from Clone right now, Munko doesn't even need the second position right now. He's in. He just needs to keep third. Munko is in. If he's second, he's not in right now. Okay, my fault. I misinterpreted that. But as they're tail-to-bumper into turn 1, the top 3 under a blanket, Munko just pushing King. Doesn't really want to fight it right now. Wants to catch up to Slick. Wants both of them to get by. Is Slick just putting that dirty air on King's front bumper? As Munko goes on the inside of King, thinks this is the time. As he's 2x2 entering turn 3, is he going to be able to get that move? Yes, he does. As Munko's going for the lead too. Second is not enough. As Munko puts Slick into the wall. As they're side by side, he clears him before turn 4. What a move by Munko. Munko proving why he's one of the favorites. Proving why he should be the one in the chase as he passes Slick for the lead. But Slick not trying to give that up easily. Into turn 1 they go. Slick on his bumper. Munko slides up wide. Slick looking for somewhere down the inside. Can't get there. It's King. I think King is starting to drop off with those tires as Slick pushes Munko up the track. Munko into the wall. Slick side drafted him. Gonna have that overspeed into turn 3. Yep, Slick clears him before turn 3. Munko looking out on the outside though. See, no grip on that outside. Can't get it to grip up with all those marbles up there. As we're seeing Rocks with all this battling being brought back into the picture. As Munko still just cruising behind Slick, not wanting to push his stuff. He knows he has a high tire pressure. And all the people around him just trying to capitalize on that, trying to get a long run. As Slick is on estimated 6s right now. But Rock's already on King's bumper. Where did this guy come from? As again, we're seeing the faster people starting to make it through the pack, starting to get the track position as they had before. Except from CC. CC having a terrible restart. Terrible time with traffic. He's worn out his tires. This is almost a Ty Gibbs moment at Bristol. As Munko with a massive run down the front straight. Munko back to the lead. Slick looking for that switchback. Can't get there. Munko has the lead again. Just looks like these drivers are stuck together like glue. They can't get away from each other. As we're seeing people come down, Rock saying he's going to pit Munko, Slick, all saying they're going to come down this time. As people are getting wind of that, basically the whole field, half the field's coming down. As King's also coming down too. How much time can they make on entry onto pit road? Slick known to be good on pit road entry. Munko has a terrible pit road entry. Slick gains half a second on him. What a pit entry by Slick. That might give him the lead. As we've seen drivers stay out, Ender, Fan, Aiden, all staying out. Audrey staying out. CC staying out. All drivers trying to get something from what they lost. Trying to see if that overcut can work out with all the traffic that's coming out right now. As Munko still comes out ahead of Slick. I don't know how that happened. Slick had a great entry. A pit crew letting Slick down. This is not what you need. As Roxicity side by side with King as they exit pit road, and Rox gets the position on King. What a pit road from Rox.
I'm sure I didn't miss much.
Oh, you missed a lot, bud.
I missed a lot.
Kobe, where did this guy come from?
Makes the pass on King. Is he a lap down?
Yeah, he's a lap down. No, actually, I think he's on the lead lap now.
He's fighting King?
Well, he just got there. We're going to see what he's going to do. But Munko, where he needs to be, what he needs to do, is just keep this lead, keep Slick behind him, and he's guaranteed in the chase. Is King makes light work of Kobe going back on the pit for Rocks. Munko hard into the wall.
If Munko takes this last wildcard spot, what will happen to the points?
No, it's not even going to be a wild card. He's just going to get in on points. Other drivers...
He would get on points. He would kick someone out.
Yeah, this is really heating up the battle for Citrafari and Aiden. As it runs right now, they are not making the chase. They're going to be the first ones out. Is Citrafari really having a hard time right now? In 12th, in the dumps.
Aiden's right in front of Vaughn right now, 4th place, I believe.
Yeah, but these guys are going to have to come down pit road eventually. And once they come out, they're going to be in the mid-pack, if not with Audrey and CC.
I believe I did see Aiden pit. So, this might be just a old standing.
Oh my god, Slick. Unestimated 8s. This is a higher tire pressure than he was before. Not able to get the car to turn. Not used to this tire pressure. Roxicity just gaining a shit ton into the corners. You just see Rock sending it in, able to make the stick.
There's a big pack of 4 back here, fighting for 10th place, 6th place right now. 9th place, I mean. 9th place, fighting for 9th place, your 4th people. Yeah. It's just a big pack that almost gone 3 wide. It's just a big battle now. Back here, 9th place. I believe Coverage Criminals just put Citrafari off the track almost.
Yeah, but Citrafari making the pass in the grass. Dale Earnhardt-esque.
That's a 5-car pack.
As we go back to the lead, though, as we've seen this play over and over again, 2nd place battle and 1st place pulls out 5-6 second gap on the field. Let's see how fast Rock's can get by Slick so it doesn't get as bad. Is Slick not playing nice, not letting Rocks by, holding him back, knowing that if he passes, he might never get that spot back. As King is also in the battle. Just like holding back the leaders, holding back the faster drivers right now. As Rock sends it in, able to make it stick. Slick can't do that on entry, but on exit, he gets a way better exit.
This might open up Roxicity to King right behind them. That'd be a...
Yeah.
Oh, but Roxicity gets a good jump on the outside run, out turn 4.
Rock's having to look in front and in his mirror right now. As he has 2 drivers to deal with, as Rock's trying to make that lead so he can focus up in front of him on Munko. As Munko makes a mistake, but Rock's on the inside of Slick. Trying to make the move stick. Slick looking for the switch around. Rock's holding it down on the inside, not letting it happen. Makes the move, but down the backstretch, Slick in the draft. Rock's blocking the low lane. Slick trying to go even lower. Well, not really.
Well,
but this is... Slick sends it in. Rox misses the corner. As this is just letting Munko now pull an even bigger gap as Rox on the outside. Hasn't been able to do anything with that car on the outside. As Slick passes Rox again.
It seems like Slick's just
holding up. And this leaves Rox vulnerable to King. King with a big run on Rox. King looking for that move. Side by side into turn 1.
Slick just held up so much. The King's
Yeah.
under attack.
But King hits the apron, gets tight, gets out of the gas. Rocks keeps that lead. First move I've seen him make on the outside. As Monko's really not pulling as big of a gap as expected. I wonder what's going on. V. Kobe says over the radio he's gonna go from 6th all the way down to almost last, I would predict, but that's the last stop for him. Let's see what he can get out of a bad race.
This actually might not be his last stop. He's got 32 laps to go after this, I think. No, yeah, 32 laps to go.
I think he's getting forced, though. I think he has to try to make it. As King is starting in Roxicity again, Rock's probably getting very frustrated with this as he just lets King go by this time, not putting up much of a fight, not press him down to the apron. As we're going to see King have a try at Slick this time.
Well, this is just a game of who can pass Slick faster, catch up to the leader. So it just seems like he's holding back everybody right now.
It's King with a big run in the draft. Look into the inside. Slick not even reacting, knowing he's too far back. But King giving him a slight bump up the track, trying to get his nose on the inside. Can't get there. Is Rocks with a big run. Not able to do anything into 3. But on the front stretch, let's see what he can do. Is Slick still in front of the 2 drivers who are
all just stacking up behind Slick.
Yeah. As Clone says, I wonder where Clone left the camera. As King sends it on Slick. King has had enough of this. Is V. Kobe coming out perfectly in this battle? This is going to ruin everything for King and Rocks as they have to tie lap driver.
Especially King, he just lost so much time to Slick, Bill Byron.
Yeah, V. Kobe's just such a bad lap car. I don't know how else to put it. But we're seeing Slick catch up to Monko. What's happening to Monko? Monko's not as much pace. I think Audrey just hit the pit wall.
BK almost murdered Roxicity entering that corner. With a little bit of a look-see inside of Rox. Roxicity gets around King. King gets into the wall a little bit.
B. Kobe with fewer tires just came out of pit road, looking to pass both of them, looking to get by without causing too much of a disruption. As V. Kobe backing up, yeah, he's not trying to cause too much, but King leaving the inside open. V. Kobe just trying to make the move as fast as he can, trying to get back on the lead lap before more damage is done. And surprisingly, King isn't letting V. Kobe go. What is going on?
Yeah, what's going on? But
VK with just much fresher tires King should just let him go. King battling VK's giving up more time as King finally gives the position to V. Kobe.
Now, see, Slick is actually catching up to Monko a little bit, like taking little pinches out of his lead. Not sure if it's quite enough, really, but he's taking around maybe half a tenth at a time around Monko's lead. And never mind, he just lost 6 tenths.
That just exploded.
He just lost 6 tenths. I just spoke too soon, I guess. What a bad gap he just lost. Bill Byron just lost to Monko.
It's Slick the new hardest to pass in the Cup Series.
I would believe Slick needs to get any chance at the win. He would need to pit early, maybe in the next 3 laps or 4 laps, 5, any of those nearer laps. He wants to pit so he can undercut Monko down. Or he could go super long with the overcut, but it seems easy to do the undercut.
I think Slick takes the undercut because we've seen he is not faster than King. He's not faster than Rocks. He's relying on the wake that he creates to keep them behind, and if he goes for the overcut, he's just not fast enough to keep up and catch the gap he lost.
Yeah, he just can't utilize it very well, I'm guessing. He's just not faster on pace already, so it just seems like a lost cause for anyone really trying to catch up to Monko who might steal this win away.
I wouldn't say steal. Even though he wasn't running well at the start, Monko had a great restart and just fought his way through the field to get the lead and to keep it.
Definitely deserved a win if he does get it. Just we just saw so many different dominant leaders at this period of time. Just don't know which ones are really going to come out on top. at the end, really. We might have another caution.
This is NASCAR we're talking about. If you don't make the right adjustments in time, the car's always going to fall off, and we're seeing that here is Rock's just still struggling to pass Slick.
The worst thing we could see from Monko Dial here is a caution. That would really shuffle up the pack and would ruin his chances.
That's like what we saw with Alger. He might get shuffled, like you said, all the way to the back.
It's just a track position game right now. It is. If you can maintain your track position, you're good.
Look at VK. He has like, what, 10 better tires than King, and he's struggling to make the pass. This dirty air is not anything to just
rub off, yeah. Nothing you can't pass off is nothing. As we see, Slick Byron always use these blocks against everyone else, and he's still up there in second place. He's been using these blocks efficiently, and he's been up there even though he's not the second fastest car on the track. Oh, Rock's
as this battle rages on, let's look back at the pack at Citrafari, who was a 11th, 10th, but has fought his way by. He's still someone that's fast. If the caution comes out, he might get back in the mix. As we also see with Aiden, one of the faster cars earlier, didn't keep up with the adjustments, didn't keep up with all the tire pressure stuff he needed to keep up with. And look at him, he's running in 11th.
I believe he's been one of the worst restarters this race. Been losing so many positions on these restarts.
Yeah, he lost it.
Not having good.
His car can't drive like he wants to in dirty air, and now he's used up his stuff and he can't even keep up with the Echo.
It just seems like his short run strategy wouldn't work if the short run has so many cautions colluded, and then you're all the way back in the pack. You can't make up as many positions. It's just,
let's talk about
a lost cause.
Let's talk about Slick real quick. Slick doing a great job to keep Rox behind him. Rox has used up almost all his stuff. Slick starting to pull a gap on Rox. What a drive from Slick, honestly.
Well,
I'll give him the drive of the day.
Slick is also catching up to Monko Dial. Except he's going to hit the wall on the exit, so I don't know how it's going to impact that lap time, but he was catching up to Monko Dial.
I honestly don't think he's pushing. I think he's just keeping the gap. He's driving with the numbers. He's not trying to pull away. He's not trying to give up too much time. He's just trying to keep it stable. And he's doing a great job of that. He actually just gains 4 tenths.
Yeah, Sigmusa Byron made a few mistakes on that last lap. Hit the wall in 3 and 4. Made a bit mistake, lost a few tenths. He was catching before, it just seems like he needs to get back in the groove of the racetrack.
Rox has a choice to make now. The same choice King did. Does he just let Kobe go by? As yes, he does. He's just a smarter driver. Let him go by. Let him catch up to Slick. Let Slick battle VK. And help Rox gain more time.
Well, let's see if Slick will do the exact same strategy Roxy, or will he do what King did? Hold him up so long he loses time and Roxy catches back up. Or he lets him go and just lets him go by in the pass, just like some flyby. Now, I see we're coming up onto the pit window right now, around now.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 laps off the pit window for a good around pit window.
I'm expecting to see Slick come down in 2 laps, or maybe even right now. As Clone, can you give us an update on where Monko needs to finish to make it in? Well, Clone's doing the math. As you were talking about, Trooper, the pit window is now. You could pit right now, save a little fuel, and you could make it. As we're talking about that Citrafari, who needs a great day and needs to beat Monko right now, or at least finish one behind him, is saying he's going to come in this time. Is V-Kobe already caught Slick? Slick letting him go without much of a battle. Off goes V-Kobe. Is Monko now, who has the higher tire pressure, has an estimated of 9. Slick has an estimated of 8. Those tires are really coming into effect right now. It's Slick lost a lot of time off of lagging, he says. Is Rox is able to gain a lot of time. Clone, you got that math done yet, bud? Clone, are you there? Okay, anyway. Munko now saying on the team radio he's going to come down pit road, dragging Roxicity with him. Let's see what Slick does. As King also says he's coming down, the leader's coming in this time. His Sly Job says on the radio he's top 5 on pace, making a statement to Ender. I don't really know what type of statement he's trying to make. As we're seeing the leaders come down this time, except from Slick, and my mom is calling me. Hold on.
Overall, it just seems maybe Slickville Byron doesn't quite know what to do. He might be trying to do. No, he's not. I thought he was gonna pull it under overcut. Did not try. Just wanted to pit one lap after. I don't know why he didn't pit earlier, but he pits after Monko Dial.
What happened to Monko? What happened to Monko?
Monko Dial, does he throw?
He might have missed his pit box.
Did Monko Dial throw? Is he gonna be in front of Roxas?
His pit stall. He didn't get fuel. He didn't get tires. He missed his pit stall.
There's no way. He threw it away. He's already sold it.
This
oh my God,
has big championship implications. As
he sold it.
Now the race comes back to Aiden and who else was it? Sorry.
Oh, caution's out.
Comes out.
This comes for a great time for Slickville Byron, who has not crossed the line yet, but has pitted.
What strategy from Slick? I'm telling you, Slick has to have the drive of the day. And V. Kobe screaming on the radio that he's finally in the race after all the cautions, all the performance he's had. He has a car that can compete.
Oh my God, Slickville Byron pulled out the stacks on the strategy. Thought of where the caution was going to land. He's going to come out in front of Monko Dial. And Monko Dial isn't pitted yet. I mean, this saves Monko Dial, of course.
Yeah, Monko Dial's in second, saves him, but that doesn't mean that he's not in a big hole right now. He has to go to the tail end of the field almost because he has to come down and pit. Actually, no, I stand corrected. A lot of people haven't pit yet. A lot of people still have to come down, I believe.
Slickville Byron will come out with the lead, and he has pitted. He could stay out. No risk on fuel.
Blake might win this race.
Slick has pure strategy. Great strategy plays by him. He knows what's up. He knows what's going to happen. He plays the strategy excellently.
And you know where Monko needs to finish.
CC's on 9 fuel, so I'd be concerned for some people who are currently at low fuel. Everyone who has not pitted has very low fuel.
Well, pit road is and should be open this time. We're going to see all drivers about come down pit road except from Rox and King and Slick.
We'll be seeing very drastically different strategies from everyone else. These will be some confusing strategies that will be pulled up from the strategy notebook from many of the different drivers who haven't pit yet. People who have pit might pit again for new tires, but those like Slickville Byron, who just pitted as the caution came out, will stay out.
As we're seeing,
track position is key.
Out down into pit road. Slick obviously stays out. That was down. Sly
Job stays out.
Why did King and Rox pit? Did they not go down pit road?
did pit, but it seems like they set up the strategy for more of a long run type strategy. Because this was going to be 16 to go, 16 or 15 to go. It's going to be a shorter run. So they're going to set up their car for a little bit of a shorter run.
Let's give it the clone. What does the clone have for us?
I'm guessing clone will give us a 1 tire pressure go through the entire pack and then pit again.
That was what
I mean covers. I mean covers. That's what covers would probably do. Because there's definitely going to be a caution during this restart, considering how much pressure there is. There's a lot of pressure on this one single restart. This could be your make or break restart, or this could just be another reset for you. A list of many restarts, and this might be not the last one at all, because they're all going to stack up on this restart, and they're going to cause another 2-3 cautions, I can imagine. So how many laps are left in this race?
Oh my god, it was choose cone. The front 4 drivers didn't realize Rock chose the outside, and he's
I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice choose cone. Oh, I would have caught them.
Before, Rox hasn't been able to fire off well on the outside. Let's see if we can change that when it matters most.
Well, I didn't even know it was restart cone time. I would have got caught off guard. I would have gotten a TTB there. But they're all going to go restart zone this time. Now we see Ender on the outside.
This was the 5th caution, I believe. Pace car in. As they come to the restart zone, we go green.
Let's see if the outside line could prevail for the 2nd time.
It's like Rox is doing a much better job. Like slides up the track and this is gonna ruin it.
Oh, this takes that. Oh, this gives King the lead. Oh, King's gonna get the lead. Oh, they're on the grass. They're all wrecking. It's gonna cautions out.
That's a caution. Slick has to be one of the worst drivers of all time. I said he was one of the best this race, but he's thrown it all away. As we're seeing King get the lead back. No, this is the first time he's leading. As Aiden is back in the position for the chase.
Oh! Aiden kills himself. He hits the wall off exit. Oh, he kills Ender Chick and kills Cover.
I bet it has to be 2 out of 3.
He kills 2 people. Exiting that turn after he hits the wall and spins out. Now, if we take a look at that restart, I'd like to note that Slickville Byron was starting on the inside. He goes a little bit wide, entering the corner. Then Roxy gets on his quarter panel, and I think that starts to turn him into the wall, and it causes that big stack up. So I don't know what else happens to cause all these people to go into the grass. I'm guessing they're just all trying to avoid a collision. But I did see that Slickville Byron was quite hampered on that restart, entering that corner.
I still think Slick should have done a better job. Honestly, no. Slick might have had people on his bumper, but he had space. He had time to lay off the gas. He didn't do that.
Yeah, he took a adrenaline type of strategy. Just keep the throttle to the floor, keep going. Didn't work out, obviously. He's all the way back there now. Lost all his track position.
Might be the reason why the chase standings change. Is we're seeing pit road open. I think most of the drivers in the back end of the pit, as we see B. Kobe, Echo, at the back half of the pits.
Now, we see Aiden stay out, Monko Dial right in front of him, and Outery stacked up together. CC Jafari back in 4th place. We see Sly Job and King and Fan up there as well.
I like the move of Aiden staying out. He saw his competition Citry staying out. Aiden is basically following him. Just trying to capitalize. What
King needs to do is he needs to capitalize on all his competitors all wrecking that one wreck, right? He's been competitive almost a good part of this race, 2nd half at least.
Go stay out. What the fuck? What is he doing? Why did he pit?
Well, I guess there's a track position type standard. Maybe we did say that track position is key and he did pit last time around. So this could be his opportunity to capitalize on people who pit. He's stuck in dirty air, though he's in the last two. He's in the last two people who did not pit. So this makes him very uniquely vulnerable to all the new pitters. But I'm expecting King to capitalize on this no pit strategy. He's in first place now. He's been competitive the second half of the race. Unlike people like Fan, Ishifari wasn't as competitive, neither was CC or Outery as competitive. They weren't as competitive as King was second half of this race. Neither was Slyjaw. So I think King will capitalize on this no pit strategy and might actually take the win. Because he's got the pace in the second half, and that's all that really matters. If you should pace in the first half, that's cool and all. But this doesn't mean you have pace in the second half, not really. So, just think Kings will capitalize.
Yes, we're gonna see what King can do right now. Is the pace lights on the pace car go out? Fuse coming this time. We're seeing King look to the outside. I don't know if that's what he wants to do. Yep, he faked it.
Almost hit the cone too.
Yeah, but we're seeing Citry and CC go on the outside, trying to make that
very close to that cone as well.
If you guys wreck again, we're going with single file, says official. But that was all caused by one person. That wasn't caused by, well, whatever.
It was caused by a chain of very
unfortunate, I believe. As we're on the front stretch, we're going to see the pace car peel off.
It seems like Slickbo Ryan actually came out first out of the pitters, despite entering almost dead last. So let's see how this compromise gets him out there.
Fucking dumbass. As we go green, inside lane, way better push. Citry already falling back. It doesn't look good for outside lane as King easily keeps the lead on the restart into turn 1. As Citry is getting trained, he's getting no help behind him. He's kicking the apron. Fan on the inside. We haven't talked about him in a long time. Fan looking for the lead. King looking to make the outside work, though. He can't do it. Into the wall. Fan spun around.
Corrects around. Oh my god, it's around. No caution. Keep going.
King blamed it on lag. I don't know if I believe it. Is Citry still getting trained? CC getting the positions he lost. Outery after jumping out the car, looking on the inside, 3 wide for third.
Here comes Slickbo Byron, 3 wide almost. He's gonna be the first pitter out on this track, in the highest position currently.
Look at Munko Down. Munko Down is also getting a lot of positions. He's on the inside of Citry. He needs to make that move. And that's exactly what he's going to do into turn 1. Is Slick. What is he doing?
He piles drives Citry as well. One Munko Down is right there. They're going 3 wide right now. Roxicity, Slyjob, and Slick. Roxicity puts both of them to the wall.
If I was you, I'd be looking at Munko right now. Munko looking ahead, looking at the 3 wide battling, if not 4 car battle up ahead. As he's just gaining time, as CC, who hasn't been in the lead, is the new leader. I think we have 5-6 leaders right now.
CC is absolutely capitalizing on everyone's mistake on the opening laps of this restart.
Yeah. As we're seeing newer tires really not affect drivers that much. Not as much as we've seen in the past. I don't know what adjustments they made, but CC, even though he gained the lead on the restart, even though he had the best restart we've seen this whole race, he does not have the pace to keep the lead as King and Echo are gaining a shit ton on him.
Vaughn's gonna seem like he's gonna help out King. He might help him out since Vaughn already has a win in the season. He might want to help King get a win so you get in the playoffs as well.
I don't think that's the only reason. They see Munko, they see Outery, they see Rox right behind him looking to capitalize. If they go battle right now, they're going to lose positions as Rox is right on the bumper of CC. I mean, not Rox, King, correction. King looking for every bit of time he can in these corners.
He's making so many mistakes, though. He's making so many mistakes. He hits the wall, hits the apron every single lap, every single turn. He's making these small mistakes that cost him time over and over again.
And during Echo might want to look for a way around him because King is just not being consistent. He slides up the track. Echo looking on the inside of King. This is what CC wants to see as we go into less than 10 to go in the race.
I would still be worried if I was CC. You got a big lead, right? But everyone's in a single file line. They're all about to make moves on each other. All gonna wreck each other.
Oh, but Cole telling us Munko is out by 1. Munko needs to make this move on Ender, and he has to do it now.
He, at all costs, doesn't need Roxas to pass him. He needs to pass Ender. He needs to get past him, or he needs his opponents to lose position.
Rox is hounding Munko down right now. Putting the pressure on him. I wonder if he's going to help him or he's going to go for the move as he stays behind him into turn 1. This is all on Munko. This is all on the driver. Can he get through the dirty year? Can he make that move to get into this chase?
I believe Rox is the first person in positions. So, King goes straight into the wall.
Can't get to the wall. From the lead all the way down, Munko rocks big run on Ender and King. Munko making it 3 wide. No, he doesn't. He pushes Ender instead.
I was about to say that Rusty was the first car who pit out of that last caution.
Munko waited a turn. Munko made the move. But sorry, say what you were saying, True.
Yeah, I was just saying that Rusty was the first person who pit on that last caution. Who's in that position to fight for the lead. Oh, Shafari hits the wall. He's out. Shafari just wrecked the car. He might be out of the playoffs.
From the lead to the dumps. That might be him out the playoffs. As we go back
King
to the battle for the lead.
In the wall.
King really losing positions, really getting in his own head right now. As he's just driving recklessly.
Now we're talking about... But look at this lead. Oh, CC blocks to the apron. He goes to the grass. CC blocks Vaughn to the apron. It's a bad block. Oh
my god. As we see Echo have a bad turn in because of that line they took, I think CC should get a warning for that block. But Munko and Rox, I think Rox is helping Munko try to make it in.
Rox is defending like a lion. Slide job's turned.
Slide job turned into the pits.
He hits into the wall. He hits both pit walls. He kills covers as well. There might be a caution for this.
They're gonna keep it green as Munko messes up. Here comes the pack. Here comes Ender. Rox trying to push Munko. I don't think he's gonna help much as Ender on the inside preferred line. He's gonna try to clear him, and he does.
Oh, we're hearing King spun out. It's all over for King. His opportunities are all gone. It's all left.
King has been struggling, and that's what happens when you struggle. You just get in your own head. As V Kobe catching to Munko, trying to kick him out the playoffs. Munko's a bigger threat than any of the drivers, Aiden or Stitchery. V Kobe trying to eliminate that threat before they get into the chase.
Vaughn trying to get his second win, I believe. CC, I believe his fight for his first win, I believe, in this season.
I believe so.
But he punts him out of the way. Vaughn punts him out of the way. Puts him to the side. Gets himself by. Uses that better line and gets by CC.
We've seen this story over and over again. Faster drivers getting through the field. It might take them a while, but it's taking them too long. The battle for the lead is CC and Echo. Who's going to win this race? Who's going to come
he sends it in. On Vaughn. He sends it 5 car lengths behind. Sends Vaughn to the wall.
But this is all just dragging the drivers that are faster back into the fight. This is not what they want to be doing with 5 to go.
Ender's gonna catch up, guys. Ender is gonna catch up. He did not pit on the last pit stop, but he is catching up at a rapid pace.
So you should be looking out for him. As you were saying, Ender flying right now, catching. He's been quietly one of the faster drivers in the field, always in the top 5.
Yeah, he's been maintaining good track position this entire time. He's got the strategy, he's got the pace. Now can he make it into a race win?
As Munko is in the chase by 1, as we're going to keep in tabs with that playoff points, is Ender. Here comes Ender on Vaughn. Vaughn looking on the inside of CC. CC blocking like Logano.
Monko's going to get passed by Outer. He's going to be out of the chase at this pace. He got passed by VK. 2 cars. Vaughn down the outside wall. Here comes Ender. To the inside.
I don't think you can be worried about Munko right now. The battle for the lead has turned from a 2-car race to almost a 7-car race.
Oh, Vaughn punts him out of the way a little bit. He puts him into the wall, kind of.
Yes, he does.
Oh, here
put
comes
him in the
Outery.
wall.
Here comes Outery. He
As
turns around
Outery back
CC.
with CC and all that aggressive
It
drive.
collects Roxicity. It collects Roxicity around as well. It's gonna be an overtime. It's gonna be a pretty checkered, maybe.
This is not what Monko wants to see. This gives Aiden, this gives Citri more time to get points on him.
And this really devalues the work that Ender and Vaughn have been doing. They stayed out last caution to get this track position.
This doesn't give the fact that Ender can still get the lead as they go into turn 3.
VK pumps him out of the way.
Off. VK with a dirty move, I must say. That is absolutely.
Here comes the Monko. Monko's gonna get past Ender as well, and so does Outery. VK gets a penalty, small penalty for that. Punting Ender out of the way for that race back. Now,
I think Aiden's in. Actually, no, Aiden's out, I believe.
Now let's see what Vaughn's gonna do. He did not. I don't believe he did pit last time around. Will he pit now? Will everyone pit now?
No, actually, Aiden's currently in. No, actually, I stand corrected. As I'm getting sources, hey, it's actually just a very tight battle. I think Monko's barely out right now.
Aiden is currently in by Clone Ninja standards.
As we're gonna have Clone explain it, and I'm just gonna talk since he doesn't have a mic. So Clone says, okay, so here's the scenario. Slick, Citri, Aiden, Monko, and Lyle all fighting for spots on points. Oh, as drivers fake in and out of pit road,
Monko now stays out for a second time in a row.
BK and Ender stay out.
I think it was a blunder. I think it was a blunder from Monko, from Ender. Not from VK as much, but
anyway,
from those two.
As I was saying,
pit.
Citri, Slick, Aiden, Monko, and Lyle all fight for spots on points. Lyle with a win, not really fighting, but he can knock them out. So Lyle really has the ball in his court. He can choose who makes it in and who's out. But as we were talking about the people who stayed out, yes, track position doesn't matter, but it's almost been 5, if not 10 laps on tires. I think it's gonna matter. I don't think they can hold the position.
I believe it's actually been more for Monkodile and Aiden. And Monkodile and Ender, I believe. They've been stuck out there for probably around 15 laps, including this overtime caution, which is about to happen.
I believe Aiden stayed out to keep Monko in check, but as it stands right now, Monko only has gained 7 points. He's only... Let me do math real quick. Hold on. Monko only needs to gain 4 spots on him. But at the same time...
Here's the scenario. They can't advance any more positions. They can't get past VK, which has newer tires. There's no way Monkodile gains positions.
We've seen it over and over again. Kobe has put his race and the position he could have gained on the line to help Monko. I think Kobe's going to help Monko.
Guys, we gotta slide job is P4.
As they run right now, Monko and Aiden are tied on points.
I believe slide job is P4. He pitted right before the caution, I believe. He's on 1 tire pressure.
Who got pole?
I don't know. But I think we should be looking out for slide job right now. He's on new tires because he pitted right before the caution. He's on 1 tire pressure. He's first of the people who pit, so I would be scared of slide job. Everyone behind him. Slide job move up from the truck series. To take a position in the Cup Series, even though he was the Truck Series points leader right before the chase starts. So he's going to take this chance to try to go win and prove himself as a Cup Series talent. So we're seeing this is a green. This is green this time, guys, and we're gonna We're gonna have a single file start. We're gonna see how this goes. It's green, and everyone's off the start-finish line. Everyone's gonna be jumbled up in this first turn. Seems like everyone's gonna go turn 1. Roxicity's a little bit on the wheels. Everyone's gonna hit the apron line. Everyone's gonna hit the wall and exit as well. But it seems like Monko doesn't get the push from Slot Job. And he goes 3 wide with the orange cars. He goes 3 wide.
Other drivers trying to pounce on Monko. This is ruining Monko's chances as Monko has to hold on the outside.
Monko can't hold on.
No, Monko backs out. Monko wants that inside, makes it 3 with Audrey and Vaughn. Audrey backs out. Audrey gets a better turn.
Oh, Monko now flips over. Caution's out.
This is gonna ruin Monko's chances. Monko's out.
Now we're talking about Slide Job, right? He pitted before that last caution with 1 tire pressure. He's gonna have to pit again because he doesn't have enough tires to make it to the end of this race with a significant amount of speed. We need to pit again. Ruin his entire track position game. And who will stay out? Will Roxicity stay out? Will Audrey stay out? Will Aiden stay out? The top 3 at the beginning of the race? They seem like
just remind you,
they're good positions.
Audrey and Monko are teammates. Audrey's own teammate bumped them up the track and made them flip. I don't think that is something you want to be hearing on the cutoff when your teammate is already in. And Monko is trying to make his way in.
It doesn't seem like he cares.
I don't think so. And this is gonna come back to bite him because Monko, even if he's not in the playoffs, he can change the whole playoffs himself.
Monko Dial is gonna feel all those points he lost during that entire season through Nashville where he DNQ'd, through other races he did not start. He's gonna feel all those points he lost.
Yeah, it's all catching back up to him.
And he's not gonna make it, I don't believe.
He's gonna stay out. I think drivers are gonna put on 3 tire pressures. Audrey
Slide Job. Everyone but King and Slide Job stay out. This might be a huge blunder for Slide Job. King, I don't know.
King had to do that. He was in last. He didn't have the pace to make it through the field. Well, he does have the pace. He doesn't have the time.
He doesn't have the time. He needs to do this now. King has a position to make it work. Slide Job, I don't know if this is good for him. He's on 1 tire pressure, and he's been on these tires for a good 10 laps now, including caution time. This could be really bad on the restart for him.
He was one of the leaders. I don't see why he doesn't pit. If you pit, you have better tires. Everyone's on low tire pressure right now. The wear is insane. Why would he stay out?
King is making a gamble, but this gamble's calculated. He was in the back anyway. He was not going to gain 15 positions during a pit stop. Slide Job was in the lead. He could have come out P2. He would be fine. But he decided to stay out, have 1 car in between him, which will probably go to the outside. Won't even protect him. This might be really bad for Slide Job. Or could be
Slide Job's telling King to block, but it's just not going to work out that way. The grip levels are insane. There's probably a second in time between newer and older tires. This is not going to work out for King and Slick.
King at least is going to make good track position compared to where he was. Slide Job, I feel like he's going to lose this lead.
Because clone information coming from Clone. If King wins, he makes the race. He has something to gain. Slide does not. He lost tire advantage to everyone else.
Remember, this restart is single file. Every restart as an overtime is a single file overtime. So, Slide Job will have King protecting him, but will he be protecting him or will he be attacking him? That's really the case here. And will they hit the apron entering the corner? Remembering apron is also a big handicap if you hit it. You hit it, you slide up, you give position to the person behind you. And I've seen every single time King hit that apron, Slide Job might hit that apron, a lot of people might hit that apron, lose a chance to get that, capitalize on this new tires, or capitalize on the track position they get on. So
pace slides on the pace car are out. Last overtime attempt, let's see what they can make of it. As Monko has to gain the whole field He has to get almost 13 positions in these last 2-3 laps to make the chase. He's most likely out. Citrifari in third, looking to beat Aiden, who's right behind him. All these guys on fresher tires and can slide the leaders. Let's see what they can do with it as they come to the line. Pace car pulls off into pit road.
Everyone trying to take a peek outside of their own position, trying to take that leap forward.
King looking for a win, has to get a win to make it. Citrifari has to block Aiden to make it in as we go green. King straight looking to the inside, slides, not letting that happen.
Oh! Oh! They wreck behind them! 50 and Covers Criminals wreck. Covers Criminals does not matter though. Covers Criminals does not need anything to get in the playoffs. Citrifari hits the apron.
Citrifari messes up. This might be a battle between King and Slidejob. King needs this win to make it in. I don't think Slidejob can make it in.
Can Slidejobs with one tire pressure hold on to the end of this race? 3 laps to go. Entering turns 3 and 4. Slidejob hits the wall.
Really bad right now.
They're all stacked up in the pack. They're all 3 wide. This is a race between King and Slidejob. If they both mess this up, this lets anyone back in the pack, like Slickbill Byron, to take the win.
They're coming to 2 to go. King looking for the position. Looking to the inside. Slidejob blocks all the way down. King still looking for the inside. He gets it. Pumping those brakes as he puts Slidejob into the wall. King gets the position.
King gets the position. He puts Slidejob into the wall. Will Slidejob retaliate? There's a caution.
It's race back to the line. Whoever gets back wins.
It's race back to the line. Oh, he hits the wall. Slidejob can get the good run off this exit. Is he gonna send it in on King?
Can King do it? Can King block his way into the playoffs and Slidejob?
Slidejob goes under the line.
Move. That has to be an illegal move.
Oh, wait. Does this mean that whoever gets behind Slidejob will get the win?
No, Slidejob's gonna lose the lead to Slick regardless.
Slickbill Byron, I told you, would capitalize if 2 leaders fought too much, and Slickbill Byron will win this race, I believe. If this is the last
a matter of him fighting too much. This is a matter of Slidejob being a fucking retard.
Slickbill Byron's gonna take the white flag. Oh, Montodile spins out. Same as Vaughn. Slickbill Byron has won the Brickyard. And it seems like it's all over. It's all over for King. It's all over for Montodile. All of those who were hopeful that are coming into this race with a win, or who wanted to get the points right. They seem like they've all lost. They didn't make enough of the points. We don't know who is exactly in, but we do know who the winner is going to be.
Yeah, I think Aiden's in.
We do know that Slickbill Byron has won this race. This overtime and another overtime restart. It's between Aiden and Monco. Montodile crossed the line 6th place. Aiden crossed 10th place. Neither won. It's Lyles points his ways in.
What?
Lyles sneaks out of nowhere and takes the points away. And I don't think any of them get into the playoff spot. Slickbill Byron, though, did win this race, is going to be overshadowed by this playoff battle.
What's Lyle's username again?
I believe it was Ender, right?
No.
I think it might have been Ender, but yeah.
So because of Lyle, who already had a win, pointing his way in instead of using the wild card, Munko, Aiden, and Citri, who don't have a wins, are all knocked out.
All come out disappointed at Indy. They all disappointed by this end to this regular season.
It is something I didn't see coming.
It seems like all of them would be ending up disappointed, while Slickbill Byron takes this win at Indy. And Lyle takes that point spot.
Off of the playoff topic, let's just look at Slick's race. Slick, who didn't qualify the best, who had to fight his way through the field, got his way to second, has been chasing the leader, was blocking Rocks the entire race.
Had that caution, and then he got wrecked on that restart with that big one he might have caused. And now he did cause. And he took that really, really good gamble on strategy that came up on lead in the first place in that restart. And now he's taking the win out of left field. We saw a slide job and King fighting 3 laps to go. We didn't expect to see Slick Bill Byron come out on top at the end.
Yeah, Slick, like I said in the middle of the race, one of the drivers to beat, one of the best drivers offensively, defensively. He didn't let anyone go by. Rocks King hounded him for over 30 plus laps, didn't let them go, and look at where he ended up because of it.
I say he was one of the strongest cars this entire race. Especially on the second half of this race, he was really strong. Maintaining his position, doing a lot to maintain that position. He might have made a few mistakes in between that time, but he came up on top, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Clone, you should let him do burnouts and then bring him in here.
The CBC car wins at Indy.
I really don't like Slickness. I'm off, come on. I'm sorry, but these were the sorriest born burnouts ever, bro. Anyways, but Slick, who decided to pit, who decided not to stay out with King and Slide Job, capitalized on Slide Job going in the grass to try to pass King and steals the win away.
I believe Slick Bill Byron actually entered the pits really low in positions, I'm pretty sure, at that last restart, before that last restart, and exited second. And I do remember him coming out first on the new tires, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
He really capitalized on that strategy call that Slide Job should have done and could have done.
He stayed out on track when he was the leader. Lost all that tire advantage, was under pressure by King, and decided to put it in the grass to try to pass. Just very, very bad chain of events. I don't know what you were thinking.
Slide Job, we were playing that one caution lap over and over again, thinking of what he could have done and what he should have done. And it seems like he didn't do what he should have done. It was pit for that extra tire so he could get that extra advantage over King and pass him easier.
Alright, Colin, go bring Slick in.
Now Slick is the winner of this race.
Y'all can catch me in season 3, says Munko on the radio, obviously not happy about what happened.
Obviously super devastated by his loss at not making the playoffs this year. Or this season.
He's not dominating this race, looking for a win, looking not even just to wild card his way in, but to point his way in. As we have Slick in the booth. How do you feel about that race? How do you feel about that caution where you had to choose between pitting and staying out?
One moment, technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell us when you're ready.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, talking about Munko. Munko's obviously mad saying catch me in season 3 because he felt like he had the fastest car in the latter half of the race. He was leading, if not dominating the latter half of the race.
He was
just
leading,
for all to be messed up by a caution.
Yeah. And we saw Slick Byron in second place during that entire stint. And now he's got the win while Monco Dahl is back in 6th place out of the playoffs. It really shows how much this race has developed throughout the entire 40 laps to go mark.
That's just
Seems like
my
a
first
lost
state
chance.
of me.
Yeah, seems like a lost chance for most people.
Hello.
All right, welcome to the Boot Slick. How do you feel after that race win?
That's the most stressed I've ever been in a PSCC race, going up and down through the field at least 3 or 4 times. With the whole chase battle, I have my teammate fighting for a spot. I have my driver fighting for a spot, Moncadile, all at the same time. But got lucky there at the end. Just had a really nice restart, and the 2 guys in front of me on older tires going so defensive in turn 3 gave me a perfect line to pass them both. I know some people are going to call this Mickey Mouse. However, it was less Mickey than Iowa.
I
So,
wouldn't call this Mickey. You were second place hounding Munkodal for almost 30 laps. But after
yeah,
the caution,
but you know the haters. They just wanna bring me down. So I'm telling all of them that they should try to win the Brickyard 400 instead.
How you feel about after that during that one caution where you got turned at that restart, and how did you feel about that, and then how did you rally back to get back to this win?
Of course, I was really disappointed. I'm not going to point blame at anyone. It was really just a comedy of errors. I got hooked on the front of rocks, but it wasn't his fault. It was just some bad contact and some bad luck. But we rallied as a team, pitted on that caution, got some tires on lower tire pressures, and then really just after that first overtime, I got a lot of track position back that I'd lost. And then coming out of the pits, I was, I believe, in 10th place. And then after that, just chaos ensued, and I was able to get on the good end of it.
Wow.
I just want to also thank my partners, Exalta, CBC, Liberty University, Raptor Tough, Valvoline, everyone at the Hendrick Motorsports shop. They made a great car for us today, really fast. Glad we could fight for the lead. Got really lucky there, but that's just racing.
Yeah, strong comeback. Definitely from all of those adverse conditions you had to go through.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
well, thank you for interviewing us.
I'm just
I'm
so pumped, man.
400 winner. All right, Cologne